unboxing the fryer. Unbox the fryer by removing the lid of the pallet box. Once you remove the lid, you will find a user manual and the fryer machine inside the box. Make sure to read the user manual thoroughly and then begin the unwrapping process. Cut open the bubble wrap with a knife or a cutter. Be sure to lift the machine from the bottom and support its weight evenly to avoid damaging it. With the help of a partner, lift the machine and place it on a table. The appropriate size for the table should be 2.5 by 2.5 square feet in dimension. Now, the fryer machine is unboxed and ready for you to start the installation. Once the fryer machine is out of the box, take a moment to inspect it for any visible damage. If you notice any dents, scratches or other damage, contact the manufacturer or the retailer immediately. Now that the fryer machine is unwrapped, it's time for the installation process. Firstly, inspect the basket and coil to remove dust particles if there are any. Check the thermostat and bring it to 0 if it's on 200. Locate the power cord and plug it into a nearby outlet. The machine requires single-phase 230 volts, 16 amperes with 3 kilowatts of power. Be sure to use a grounded outlet and avoid overloading the circuit. Earthing to be between earth and neutral below 5 volts of alternating current. Proceed to switch on the machine. Once powered on, the actuator will pop up. Switch off the machine. This will allow you to lift the bin and coil and clear out any dust particles. After clearing out the dust, replace the coil and the bin and pour the oil into the bin. You can use a minimum of 6 liters and a maximum of 8 liters of oil during preparation. Now, switch on the machine and turn on the thermostat to 200 and press OK. Press OK again to heat the oil. Wait patiently for 10 minutes for the oil to reach its preheat temperature. The maximum preheat temperature should be under 195 degrees Celsius. Anything above 195 degree is considered unsafe. Before we start using the machine, it's important to understand the different keys and functions. Each key on the machine serves a specific purpose, and knowing what these keys do will help you use the machine more effectively. To begin, let's take a moment to familiarize ourselves with the keys and functions of the machine. A fryer has 4 main keys. They are emergency button. In case of an emergency, turn on the emergency button and the machine will automatically restart. Home button. To display the main menu page, press the home button. Back button. While accessing the machine, if you want to go back to the previous page, press the back button. OK button. OK button has 2 purposes: to navigate between menus and to give a command to either to heat the oil or to scroll to a particular option. Now that we've familiarized ourselves with the keys, let us understand the settings. Let us now dive right into the user settings. Auto cooking. You can use the auto cooking setting only if you have predefined the temperature settings and the cooking time for each of your menu. If not, you'll have to go back to the manual cooking option and start experimenting. Manual cooking. This step is also known as an experimental step. In manual cooking, you can set a desired temperature and then press OK. You'll have to set the timer separately, either on your phone or on your wristwatch. Wait for the preheat temperature and add in your ingredients into the basket and press down on the machine to immerse the basket into the oil. Start your timer and experiment with your menu. You can play around with the preheat temperature and cooking time to arrive at your desired texture and taste of the menu. Make sure to note down the temperature and the cooking time and add it to the machine. Now that you've added the inputs for your menu, you can use the auto cooking settings to cook each of your menu. Recipe count. Under recipe counts, you will get the exact number of times a specific menu has been cooked. It is recommended to not reset recipe count throughout the course of using the fryer. Wi-Fi settings. This setting is not for the customer, it is solely for the use of the engineer during the installation process. Machine setting. It is under this setting that you can input your predefined metric for cooking a specific menu. We'll dive deeper into it in the next video. Without further delay, let's dive right into machine settings. Once the machine is powered on and the oil has been preheated, the user interface goes back to the home page on the screen after 3 beeps. Here, you will have to set a password. Using the OK button, scroll the digit visible on the screen from 0 to 1 and then press OK. You will have to do this twice until you see number 11 appear on the screen and then press OK. Then, press back button to go back to machine settings. Here, you'll notice another 5 more settings appearing on the screen. They are as follows. Recipe setting. This is the first step towards setting your menu inputs. You can input your desired ingredient, cooking time and temperature, and the number of dips needed. T1 stands for a single dip. T2 stands for a double dip. For this, you will have to provide the holding time, that is HT. In recipe setting, you can have a minimum of 8 menus and a maximum of 15 menus and 5 portions. Each portion size should be of 500 grams only. Here, customized menus will appear only if it was informed prior to the vendor. Otherwise, it will appear as menu 1, menu 2 respectively. Reset count. The reset count option will reset the recipe count and will become 0. It is recommended not to use this unless it's absolutely necessary. Sleep mode. If the machine hasn't been used for more than 30 minutes, it will automatically go into sleep mode. However, it will continue to maintain the preset temperature. To awaken the fryer, just press the home button. Deep sleep mode. In deep sleep mode, if the fryer hasn't been operated in excess of 90 minutes, it will automatically go into deep sleep mode. The time for deep sleep mode can be predefined. However, the fryer will stop maintaining preheat temperature and start cooling down. Press home button to awaken the machine. Note, the desired time settings depends on each individual's personal preference. Preheat. Preheat is the temperature which is set to preheat the oil for the machine to reach the desired temperature similar to recipe cooking temperature. Example, 180 degrees Celsius for French fries or 150 degrees Celsius for samosas. Thank you for watching, and we hope you found this tutorial helpful.